Okay, so we've got our little joint set up, and that's right in that little section right there. We'll take our little chip of solder, drop it right in that junction. Once it heats up a little bit, we spin it around, get it to kind of seat in there. That looks pretty good. Heat everything up. Oops. Take it right up to temperature and get that baby to melt. Now, I think it melted, but I can't see it. Oh yeah, we got a good melt going there. Good tight one in the back. Now, of course, if you can see it, the you know, the one part of the design kind of hangs out, but I think we can come in and file that and get a nice little scallop going there. I'm not sure. I may want to put a little wedge in there just to kind of fill that in just a little bit more. Yeah, I think I'm going to put just a slight wedge in there. So we'll take go over and get ourselves a wedge and bring it back over, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, this is the kind of fake it part of jewelry making. The part that I love so much. You know, we've got ourselves a wedge, an open space right in that little corner right there, and what I've done is I've just taken a piece of gold wire. It's a pretty heavy duty stuff, and we're going to slide that right in there into that junction and then put some solder in there, and it'll be a fillet. And it looks like it's going to fit pretty well, about like that. Let's go ahead and use a third arm for that. That way we don't have to worry about it slipping. Okay, third arm. We may go out of focus here for a second. Let's just rotate that a bit. So a little flux, some more easy solder. The squeaking of the cat. Let's grab our solder chip and drop it right in place. There we go. Heat everything up a bit, and the solder should just slip right in there and fill in any of the open areas. There we go. I think that might actually do it. Let me come in close. So now we got this big piece of ugliness hanging off of the edge of this ring. Well, you know, we'll take that off in 2 seconds. In fact, let's just go ahead and go over and take it off, and then we're going to drop this in the acid and come back to it the next day or so. Okay, so we've got the ring, we've got the extra chunk of gold sitting there. So let's just take our wire cutters and start hacking away. Take off that. We can kind of come in a little bit closer and take off the next little section. You can see how how already it's starting to kind of come down where it wants to be, or where I want it to be. Now, a little bit of file work. Okay, that looks pretty good. We've got that nice sharp edge going. All we got to do is come in and clean up that one outside edge there a little bit, and I think we're there. Let's see if we can do it with a little heavier file. I'd say that looks pretty good. Now, we've still got the inside. Notice how the inside is kind of mucky in there. But I think we can pull that out pretty well just by filing the ring so that it's circular again. Yeah, that almost has it right there. Still got our good edge there. Nice transition. And we're just a little shy on this part, but still there's a lot of meat left to file. I'd say that looks pretty good. We're going to take it in the buffing room and just polish out the interior of the ring itself. And follow me. It'll be noisy, but you'll have a good time. So we've got, what we've got is a wooden shaft that's split, and I put sandpaper on it so that it creates a mandrel sort of sanding head. Turn the buffer on. It cranks up. We put the ring around the shaft and just kind of smooth out the whole entire interior of the ring. see that? Yes, you can. I'd say that looks pretty good. A little bit more right in here. Ouch! I got hot. Heat is the other issue. But that's pretty close. Now, by the time we get this all sanded out, we're going to be up to a 7.5 very easily. And I think we've got ourselves a ring here. Yeah, that's going to look pretty nice. Pretty square on her finger. Let's see if we turn it around, if it's same squareness. It's a little bit out. So it really wants to just ride one direction. I'm thinking just a small ball right in that corner might actually give us a little bit more balance in this, because this is pretty heavy on this side and it's pretty light on this side. But if I just put a small gold ball in there, that might just straighten it out. Let's go over and experiment with that. We've got some small scraps of gold here, just little pieces, no particular size or shape. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt them all together, or not all of them together, but melt a few of them together until I come up with the size that I want. Let's put a little flux on everybody here. Nice gentle flame. Just kind of bring everything up to temperature and squish them, push them together until they make into a ball, and then add another one until that makes into a ball. And I think I need another chunk in there till that makes into a ball, and maybe even another piece. Yeah, there we go. That probably is going to do the trick. So we had a nice little ball with a base on it. Let's see how that big that is. Well, actually, that might be a bit big now that I'm looking at it. All right, so let's just cut it in half. That's pretty easy. You bring it up to temperature till it starts to get molten. And then just, come on. You can see when it's up to temp because everything starts dancing. And then just grab it and squeeze it in half. Pull half of that metal away. There we go. Come on. There we go. There's one. And there's two. Now let's see what that looks like. Yeah, second one's gonna work. We got our little ball in place. We put a little flux on everybody. And I think we're going to have exactly what we want. And since again we're at the tail end of our project, everything gets dealt with by easy solder. And of course they're impossible to pick up. Now bring our flame in nice and tight. Super oxidized flame. Drop our chip. Nice. Perfect melt. Now we'll get that ball to adhere to the other side of that. There we go. And that's going to take just a little bit more up here. There it goes. Did it go? Yes, I hope. Yeah, that's a nice complicated design. That ball helped out a lot. It kind of balanced out that whole side of the ring. Now we've got something to play with. So we're going to go into the acid overnight, and we will be back tomorrow sometime.